Hey guys, it's Griffin. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the 3 simple ways to find your first OnlyFans model in OFM in 2025. All right. This is a no BS guide. Listen, if you do not, by the end of this video, if you don't have a strategy that works for you or your agency, DM me on Instagram, tell me what's going on, tell me why it's not working, and we'll fix it personally for you. So, first, we need to understand who we are reaching out to. Now, if you're new in OFM, this might be a question for you. If you're a little experienced, it probably is not. But for the new people, do not go and don't get offended by anything I say, but do not go for any ugly models or really out there models or really whatever. If you are a beginner, if you know how to curate to a niche and really dive deep into an unusual niche, then feel free to do so. But keep it clean, keep her really attractive, keep her fairly young, usually probably with an iPhone 12 or above, and then from the United States preferably, or you can get a model off salary, either one. But just try and get a solid model to use. Now, let's begin. The first method we will be covering is the Loom method. Now, I've covered this in a couple of videos, but let's get straight into it. So you want to start with Instagram and using Phantom Buster, use these to scrape high quality leads from following. So following of meme pages, following of other models, following, etc., wherever models are following or wherever people will follow models. Use Instagram to scrape those leads. Then have a VA or yourself create this high quality email list. So figure out where their emails are, where their inboxes are, etc. But if you're in the DMs already in the conversation, you can do these next steps in there. Then you want to build a Myro board that has these 3 things right here: a screenshot of their profile, so their Instagram profile, X profile, wherever you got them from, where they're at now. So maybe monthly recurring revenue or average views or CTAs, how well are they working, and then versus their desired goal. So wherever you think you can place them in 3 to 4 months times, and then what you do. So all of these 3 things are mandatory to have on your Myro board. Anything else you want to add or whatever will just add extra value to your board, but don't make it OD. Now, recording the Loom video. How do you actually go about recording it so they see it and they want to respond? This is how. So the first 10 seconds to 45 seconds are these 4 things right here that you need to cover. And you need to be quick because this is not a lot of time to do it. But if you want to be profitable and scalable, this is how you do it. So you need to have where the client is at right now. So say this quickly, what their problem is. So say it in a soft pitch and just, hey, this is your problem, XYZ, whatever, why you chose them to reach out. So I chose you to reach out because I really don't think that I could do it with other XYZ creators, but with you, I'm more than confident that I can whatever, and then make all visuals in the thumbnail. So an example of this will be like if you have their screenshot and then we're next to it, maybe your earnings in the thumbnail in the email that you send them. Yeah, so this will be custom per client, and this section will be pre-recorded. So the next 45 seconds to a minute are who you are, your experience, your background, your testimonials, how you're going to fix the problem that you mentioned earlier. And then lastly, in the first or the last 1 to 2 minutes, pitch your offer. Make it a no-brainer offer. If you can get anything from this, make your offer a no-brainer offer. If you don't know what that is, look it up, figure it out. Then once you have those videos recorded, use a software like Woodpecker or an email service, and then send out these emails by 10, 20, 30 per week, whatever you think you can do. Just try and send out as much as possible. This is an example of an email that I got with my personal brand doing the same exact method that I'm teaching now. As you can see, he used a very good subject line: Yo, Griffin, I owe you a check for $30,000, and then had a thumb with my content in the thumbnail. So moving on to the next method, the Instagram DMs method. Now, I know everyone and their mom has heard about this, but I'm going to teach you a few quick tips and tricks just how to make it better. So scrape leads with Phantom off following, and then this is an honorable mention I wanted to bring up. The suggested for you pages under Instagram accounts are so beneficial. All you need to do is just click the see all button right here, and you'll get up like 50 to 60 accounts that you can scroll through that are similar to that client. So follow one of your clients that you think is a very good prospect or very good lead, follow it, and then see the accounts that come under and suggested from that. They will always be really good and also kind of the same niche or whatever as the account you just followed. And then you want to build up your personal brand account. So you don't need to have a huge following like this guy. This can be bought even, but these are the main things that I want you to see and bring attention to so you can implement them into your account. So the first one is the verified check. So one verified, right? And then the second one are these results. So you need to have highlight stories, highlights. You need to have highlights and stories of what you do and your lifestyle. So your results of your page and your model and whatever, have it on your personal account, and then your lifestyle. These are two things that are very, very important and should always be updated regularly. So keep them at the front of your highlights. And then a description that places where you are and then your agency right here. So founder of best management ever, right? And then send just DMs, send personal DMs, go to them, say hello XYZ. I wanted to reach out because of this. This is the reason. This is what I do. And if you can, bonus tip, send a voice message if their account allows it. A lot of accounts won't, but if you can just send a DM to get them to reply with a yes or an okay. A lot of what we do is we have a template, and then at the bottom, all it says is just reply in quotation marks, okay, if you want me to continue, and then parentheses, if you hate this message, you'll never see from me again, just let me know. And then either way, if they respond with a yes or no, you're in their inbox and have the availability to now send them a voice note, which can change their mind almost like 80% of the time. And then lastly, track everything. So this is my DM lead table on Notion. If you want this, message me on Instagram. Super easy to get. I'll send it over completely free. And then this feeds into another database that keeps track of all of this. And so I sent a couple of test DMs just to show y'all how it works. So what you'll do is you'll send the DM. It'll give you the date it's sent, the follower count of that person. You enter their username, and then it keeps track of whether they responded or not, and a ton of other little formulas to help you keep up with follow-ups and all sorts of other things like that. And then also it keeps track of your templates and scripts. So if you ever needed a quick DM and you don't know where your templates are or whatever, it's also stored in there. But let me know if you would like that. And then lastly, the client leverage outreach method is the last one I want to talk about. If you are experienced and you have a model, keep watching. If you don't, this method is not for you. But if you are experienced and have a model, this is a really, really easy way to get models. And this is what we do now if we ever need to do outreach, though usually we just get recommendations or whatever, XYZ, from the current models we're working with. But if you do have a model, then this is how you do the client leverage method. So if you have a model with 10K followers or above, make sure she's verified, simple name. So it says her name, last name, whatever. And then you're just DMing models from her account as her. Now, I've had people log into these accounts and then be like sending voice messages, be like, hey, it's actually, I'm an agency owner for this model. It doesn't matter. The second that they find out that that model is not you talking to them, they're going to be kind of weirded out. Just play it along as her. Eventually send her your phone number, pretending that she sent your phone number, whatever. And then once you're in messages or a call, that is the best time to say, hey, yeah, it's me, whatever. But don't tell her it wasn't you. And then for recommending this new agency she's been using. So like I said, I've kind of already explained it, but just keep the pitch soft since it is female to female. Don't be weird about it. Don't make it obvious that you're trying to get her to sign on something. And then have a model send, or you technically send the client your phone number, a call booking link, etc., whatever way to get in contact with her. And then an honorable mention I wanted to just say at the end is paid promo, just because I was 100% honest. If you will not find another method, this method is guaranteed. It's just the amount of money you spend, XYZ. But these first three methods are completely free and should always be free. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. But if you wanted an honorable mention of a guarantee, paid promo will always work, but the quality lessens, and also you don't get to pick who reaches out to you. So I don't technically love it so much, but I know some agency owners that swear by it. But yeah, that was my outreach method for 2025. Those are the three main ones that we're doing with an honorable mention. If you have any questions, message me on Instagram. And also, if you want to network with other high-minded individuals like yourself, click the first link in the description. It is a free agency audit, and you also get put into a community with other high-networked individuals, and for the price of completely free. So if you did enjoy, like the video, and I'll see y'all boys later. Peace out.